This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
Well, g'day there, podcaster.
Welcome to Diablo Harvey. A really fun episode today. We had laughs, but there was also some serious stuff. We spoke to a guy who's been in the same exact situation as those people caught in the submarine on the Titanic wreck this morning. I feel like it's as newsy as we've ever been. Felt like we were on a breakfast television show.
Yeah,
or something
like you've got, the death of the Queen. That's pretty up there.
Oh, yeah, we were pretty newsy that day, I suppose.
Yeah, but in saying that...
Bushfires.
Yeah, we were pretty newsy for the bushfires.
Floods.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty newsy for the floods.
We've done new stuff before.
This felt very newsy.
But this is
saying.
something that we are right now, and you might be listening to this podcast episode in 3 days and you know
COVID.
the outcome. But
We're
right
pretty
now...
newsy for COVID.
Pretty newsy for COVID.
Right now, they are currently still in it.
It is fascinating,
And we don't know where it's going to go.
Producer Andy, you had something you wanted to say?
Do you remember when we crossed to the guy in Kiev for the Ukraine war?
Ukraine
That's pretty
war.
newsy.
Pretty newsy.
Oh, we talked to that lady who escaped Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think
That's pretty
we
newsy.
do newsy stuff sometimes. I don't think it's that crazy that we did the sub chat this morning.
Liam.
I'm sorry. Give me 2 more examples and then Anyway, enjoy. Ben, you're expecting your firstborn son in a month's time with your wife Sam. A very special time for both of us, seeing as I'm the godfather of the child. And, Belle, this is going to be a special day.
I'm worried for Ben.
I've planned a little surprise. A little bit later on today, after the show, we're going to be driving to a little studio to visit a baby photographer called Nikki Sprekos. And we are going to be doing a photo shoot together.
I don't want you to do that.
It'll be you, me, your pregnant wife Sam. We'll all be dolled up. It'll just be like really nice sort of photos,
Liam,
just for and then we can get like an album, and then like your son can go through the photos whilst he's growing up.
The
that sort of stuff.
Godfather doesn't need to be in the maternity
Perhaps
shoot. It's weird.
As a special treat, on the day of your son's birth, my godson, I might spend the extra money to get a blown up shot for the for the baby room. Like you can get really big ones, and you can get them framed, and they're very high quality. So
I think it's going to mess up your kid a bit.
Well, the kid's not going to be
The
born
kid
yet.
sees
but
these photos.
I'm more worried about it messing me and my wife.
no, it's going to be really nice.
Are you
And-
threatened, Ben?
well, it's all been paid for now, so it's happening. So stop complaining about it. Nikki, the photographer, joins us now. How are you, Nikki?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm so well. I don't know if you can hear over the phone line, but I'm actually glowing. I've got that new Godfather glow.
I can feel it.
Yes.
I can feel it.
I know. It's an exciting time in
Nikki-
a man's life when he's close enough with a couple that he has, been given the role of Godfather.
Nikki, hi there. My name's Ben. I'm the real father.
Hello, Ben.
I was just wondering, is this the first time you've had a godfather contact you to be involved in the photo shoot?
Yes, it is the first, so I think you're starting a new trend.
Well, that's it. I mean, there's obviously a market for it. Perhaps on your website you could have a tab where it just says like Godfathers, because I know, for me, it's a really special time in my life as well, and I would like to have studio quality photos to remember the special time for my godson, for Ben, and his wife Sam. So, I mean,
Definitely.
I'm obviously controlling wardrobe. I'm thinking a lot of loose white linen. Is that sort of the
Stunning,
vibe you were
yes.
thinking as well?
Yep, lots of connection between Godfather and unborn child.
Yes. So
We're going to cement this bond early.
with your permission, of course, Ben, I wouldn't mind getting a few. I always find it nice when the hands are on the tum. I know I'll probably have to ask for Sam's permission as well, but I was thinking perhaps like if Ben
Yeah, that might help.
Ben and myself's hands were sort of like interlocked over the and some of them it could be like quite arty, so the shot is like really close and it's just like Ben and myself's
we'll
hand
do lots
over
of
the tummy.
zooms.
Lots of
Yep,
zooming.
lots of
Yeah.
close-ups.
Yeah.
Nikki, have you ever had any weird themes from people?
Oh, look, I've had lots of requests for pets being involved,
Oh, yeah.
grandparents, but just never. We do have cute cake smashes. Maybe we can do a first birthday cake smash with the baby
Oh, yeah.
to celebrate with the
Okay.
Godfather.
Yeah.
Cute.
Hey, Liam, would you, as the Godfather, would you be okay if maybe we brought the dog Finn?
Absolutely not. No, I feel like it clutters it. It's sort of like it's just like too much going on in the image, and it's
Take
more.
it too far.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, let's not be weird about it. You don't want to like put people who don't belong in the shoot in the. Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to be realistic here. Nikki, like I was thinking, it depends how much time we've got, but perhaps like there could be a few as well where it's sort of just like just me and Ben's wife, and you know what I mean, like he's just sort of he's not, just like a few, like just a couple of nice ones where it's just the Godfather and his friend's wife.
We can sort that out as well. Yeah, we can have some laying down together if you really want.
Okay.
All right, I'm stepping in. There'll be no laying down.
Are we all going to be like? Is it going to be like Ben and I going to be like shirtless? Like is it going to be like a skin on skin sort of like?
There is a bit of a request for shirtless, so if that's something that you feel you want to go for, we can try
all
some
three
of
of
those.
us. Yep, why not?
Yeah.
Nikki,
I for one am very excited.
I don't like, Nikki, that you're feeding into this because you're getting Liam excited, and I can see his eyes are as wide as saucers at the ideas and possibilities of what these photos can do.
I like different things. This is good.
Yeah, look, we're doing the shoot later on today, and tomorrow morning, hopefully, we'll be able to put all the photos, Nikki's lovely photos, on the Ben Liam and Bell Instagram. And I honestly think people are going to weep when they see this. Because it's just like they probably wish, like, gee whiz, I wish, I was born into a family with such a strong bond between my parents and my godfather. So I think it's going to be a really emotional day. It's going to be beautiful. Hopefully there's lots of tissues. I'll have the loose linen. Nikki, we're going to have some fun.
I'll have it all ready for you.
We're going to create some memories that will last a lifetime.
What do you need the tissues for?
Well, just, crying as
He'll be
tears.
crying.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the
right,
tears.
right,
Yeah.
right.
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See you, Nikki.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Hey, have you checked out whatif.com's top 10 winter weekenders yet?
Yeah, how good's a what if tip? Bendigo is in there, Lakes Entrance, Airlie Beach.
Book your winter getaway on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
What's his name? What's his name? Ben's having a baby. What will his name be? Can you guess his name?
Ben's having a baby in a month's time. If you can pick the name, you're going to score yourself $1,000. It's baby name bingo. Marcel from Doreen. What do you think Ben and Sam are going to go with?
I think it's going to be Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac Newton. There's a few famous Isaacs.
The only reason... why did you pick Isaac?
It's more like the Bible names. They've got beautiful names in the Bible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The only reason I wouldn't choose Isaac is because that's my nephew's name.
Oh, it's like,
so it might be like a little bit confusing.
It's a bit weird at family things. Beck in Donnybrook, what do you think they're going to go with?
I'm going to go with Reuben.
Okay.
Reuben's a
that's
cool
nice.
name.
Like the sandwich. Why's that?
Well, I wanted it for my son, but my surname is Robertson, and being Scottish, that's a lot of R's. So,
Reuben Robertson. Yeah, it sounds like William Wallace or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, I think that's a sick name.
Christina from Baronia, what do you think?
I think you're going to go with Jax, Jax. It's cool, but it kind of sounds traditional, and yeah, I think it's a good name to go with.
It's just the only thing is it kind of reminds me of Ajax, the cleaning products. Yeah.
Christina, just out of interest, just a bit of a snap poll here. Do you think it's quite beautiful that later on today, Ben, myself, and his wife Sam are going to be doing a maternity shoot together?
Oh my God, it's one of the most special moments you guys are going to have.
Thank you, Christina.
Christina, you realise Liam's the godfather, not the real father, so don't you think it'd be weird if it's like two males and a female in a maternity shoot?
No, he can sort of hover over the top like that godly figure over the top.
That's
I think
Christina,
it's kind of good.
Yeah, we'll
Kind of
use that. I think like there could be some tricks with lighting where it's sort of I'm like this heavenly figure and I'm sort of like opening my sort of in a Jesus Christ sort of like that sort of pose.
You're embracing.
Yeah.
William joins us now. William, what do you think I'm going to call my son?
I reckon Charlie.
I like the name
Charlie's
Charlie.
good. Like Charlie's it's just fun, right?
Oh,
Like, it's
yeah,
sorta,
Charlie.
It's nice.
Well, Charlie's on my list, so.
You've got a big list, by the way, Bill. I feel like
I do.
every time we do this segment, you try and claim one of the names.
I don't try. It's in my phone notes.
Well, how many kids are you planning on having?
No, I just write, when I like names, I write them down.
Okay.
So then by the time I do get pregnant in a few years, I'll be like, well, these are the options.
I really like Charlie, but I think I prefer Charlie for a girl.
Yeah, I see what you're doing there. Yeah, okay. Last one here. Ben and his wife Sam are expecting in a month's time. Jeremy and Ivanhoe, it's baby name bingo. What do you think Ben's going to call his son?
Morning, guys. Love your show. And I've been
Jeremy.
listening since you started.
Oh, thank
I
you.
reckon, Ben, I think all the suggestions I've heard this morning, traditional names sound good, but I think I know you, and I suspect you might go something a little bit more left of field.
Yep.
Maybe And I know that you love your video games. So I'm thinking Diablo is
Little Diablo.
Little Diablo 4 out now.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very
Isn't
good.
Diablo? Isn't the game like in Diablo's? It's like Satan, right? Like a Diablo is like it's hell.
Yeah.
The game's in hell.
I believe so.
It'd
yeah,
be
I haven't
great though if your
played
kid's
it.
like running around not paying attention. You're like Diablo, cool.
Yeah,
right,
little
Jeremy.
DD for sure.
Little DD Diablo is all yours. July 29 is when the baby is due.
Surprisingly, Jeremy, you were the first person to guess that name, so yes, you can have that name.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Grace in Hampton East. Shall we kick into the quiz?
Yes, please.
All right, today it's the longest day of the year, so hopefully it's not like a boring day at work for you. How many hours are in 4 days?
Bit of a maths one to start things off.
24 times 4.
You can show your workings if you want.
Don't Google
Sorry.
it, please.
But it's like 48 and then like...
So 24, 48.
What's double 48?
That would be 96.
She's done it. She's done it. Very well done. I know there was a lot of pressure there, Grace, but you've done well.
Be honest, Grace. We won't move on if you're honest. Did you use a calculator there?
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Would it be 96? Very well done, Grace.
Sly Stallone sold his house to Adele and she demanded to keep his Rocky statue. In the movie, what sport does Rocky compete in?
Boxing.
It's the $100 million Powerball tonight. How much savings do you have?
Like $10.
Sorry, we're not laughing at you.
Sexpo is being forced to change its name. What's the name of the male sex toy that looks like a torch?
So what?
So it's like one for guys.
It's the opposite of a female sex toy, of a vibrator. What would the male version of that be?
It's like a torch.
Don't know. You're going to Google that one as well?
Don't Google that one, Grace.
Yeah, maybe don't Google that one, Grace.
Move on.
But thank you for playing.
Thanks for playing. Sam, do you know?
It's going to say a lot about me, but I do know.
That's all right.
What is it?
Fleshlight.
Yeah. It's probably the last thing you want if the power goes out, right? And you're like, looking for a torch. Oh, this one's not doing
It's like not a flashlight.
Do you know what? It's funny,
flashlight.
Sam. Don't you think, like, you know how like people are all sex positive these days and stuff, and there's a lot of like girls on Instagram like, oh my god, like 20% off this, like,
Yeah.
People think I'm a freak if I'm like, hey guys, like 30% off Fleshlights this weekend. Like, hey, just type in code word Liam.
Yeah, it
And,
was like the brand.
do you know what I mean? Like that would be freakish. Like I would lose my job if that happened.
probably
So
get
like,
cancelled.
100%, people would just be like, oh, gross, yuck.
It's true because there's ones like the brand cross like Abby Chatfield.
Oh yeah,
There's, like,
everyone's
brand cross Liam Stapleton.
fine when Abby does it, but the Fleshlight cross Liam. That's weirdly the sales haven't been too good. Anyway, Sam. Last one. Shannon Knoll performed at the State of Origin last night. Can you finish these lyrics?
What about me? It isn't fair.
I've had enough now. Want my share, can't you see?
Oh, yes!
Whoa!
Are you a classically trained singer, perchance, Sam?
Yeah.
I was going to say, you
Very
are hitting
good.
all
Very
of those
nice.
notes. I really enjoyed that.
Well, look, because that singing performance was so amazing, normally people just, let's be honest, they half-ass the singing. So to reward your effort, how does a double pass to go see The Flash sound?
Awesome.
Yeah, I bet you weren't expecting that. DC's The Flash in cinemas now. And you get to choose the next song we played this morning. So, do you want to hear Franz Ferdinand?
I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take me out.
Or Sam, what about 4 minutes, Madonna JT?
Time is waiting. We only got 4 minutes to save the world.
What are you feeling?
It's got to be a 4 minute.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised Franz Ferdinand hasn't been chosen
Yeah,
yet.
it's a great song. It's a
Yeah.
great song, but this is the radio edit of the song. So
Yeah.
they've actually only got 3 minutes and 8 seconds to fricka save the world.
Does the non-radio edit go for 4 minutes?
I would assume so. That's kind of the bit, right? They've only got 4 minutes.
I don't actually think it ever did go for 4 minutes. Hang on.
So it should be we've only got 3 minutes and 8 seconds to save the world, isn't it? They've been lying to us this whole time.
We're going to be speaking to someone who has been in that submarine that's currently stuck at the bottom of the ocean. We've tracked down someone that's been on it before.
Yep.
So they can tell us exactly what it's like on the inside for those people that are trapped right now.
Yeah, which is insane. I mean, you can only fit 5 people in there. They're running out of oxygen, and they probably won't find them in time. And if they do, you just know Tom Hanks is going to make a movie out of it next year.
100%. Yeah. That story is the stuff of nightmares. My wife somehow missed the story totally yesterday, and I said, how about that story, hey? She didn't know it. So I told her about the story, and she started getting anxiety hearing about it.
Sometimes...
just thinking about being those people in that sub, she started getting anxious.
It's like the Thai cave boy thing. Like the whole world's watching, and sometimes these do have a good ending. But the world's just sort of waiting at the moment.
The only difference between this story and the Thai cave boys is like the Thai cave boys way sadder because they're not millionaires. You know what I mean? Like this story because they're millionaires for me makes it a little bit less sad.
It is very sad, but I suppose they've
had a good life.
If you spent $400,000 on a ticket to get there, like it's like those boys are from a little village, and I get what you're saying. I get it's not a popular take, but yeah. Awkward night on the project, Ben and Belle. They were having a pretty serious chat about surrogacy, and someone on the panel forgot to put their phone on silent.
Really, overseas is the option that you look at because it is so fraught here. And even if you do have someone that is a friend that's willing to do it, it's really not straightforward, the legal side of it. And obviously there are kind of moral arguments, religious arguments.
I like how, I believe it's Hamish, just pushes on. He just pushes through the phone ringing.
And they're all sort of looking at each other like, is that you, Sam Taunton? But it's just, it's embarrassing because it's 101. And when you work in media, you sort of, you learn that on day one that it's I'm sorry, whose phone is that? Is that you, Ben?
Is that me?
Is that the crazy frog ringtone?
Oh, that's me. Oh,
can you just turn that off?
That's my fault.
It's just like
sorry.
It's super embarrassing now as well.
Sorry?
Because we were just sort of talking about how like it's unprofessional, and then it's sort of like egg on our face, so it's sort of just like a bit embarrassing.
No, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, Ben, you should definitely know better than that.
I mean, Belle.
Sorry, that's my phone.
Who is that?
Huh?
Who is that?
The band?
Yeah.
Oh, it's my favourite song.
Oh, who is it?
Cradle of Filth or something like that?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Let's say that.
All right, that's just okay. I knew you were hardcore, but just like everyone, all I know is that you've just got to sort of like just keep it on. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh no!
Turn that off, Ben.
Liam!
I didn't have it on silent. Sorry.
Liam!
Sorry. It's from that Han Superdry ad from back in the day. That's really embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing, Liam.
Someone's obviously just trying to get a hold of me, so that's Oh, now they sent me a text. Oh no,
that's a throwback.
Sorry, this is a long one. It gets funnier though. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sorry. Sorry, someone Bluetoothed me that in 2004, and I just thought it was funny at the time, so I've kept it. Yeah.
The biggest story this week, the missing submarine. It is still missing. If you're waking up this morning, the 5 people are still locked in this submersible, and actually as of 9 p.m. tonight, that's the crunch time where the oxygen will run out.
Yeah, this is the stuff of nightmares, and the world's sort of holding their breath. Hopefully they'll be rescued. I mean, they've been given a very small chance of that happening. I mean, they can't even locate them at the moment. I know there was reports they heard some sounds coming from the ocean yesterday, but the ocean is very big. And I mean, they're down like 12,500 feet, basically.
Correct. So they heard this banging noise, and yeah, it's a sign of hope, but at the same time, people are saying, well, it could be anything.
After 8:30 this morning, we're going to be speaking to someone who was actually in the submarine like last year, so you can tell us what it's like to be in that confined space.
Yes, not one of the people that's in there now.
Obviously.
Previously.
We just say, where are you? Yeah.
Right now, though, we need to talk about a sub-story. So it's a story on the side of the sub-story.
Which has been sort of building over the last few days.
Yeah.
And it's the gift that keeps giving. So it's the most unexpected side story to come out. So the 4 people on this submersible are quite wealthy. They're very expensive tickets, one being the billionaire Hamish Harding. Now, his stepson, Brian, a few days ago tweeted, "Hey guys, my stepdad is one of the people on there." Next tweet, "It might be distasteful being here, but my family would want me to be at this Blink 182 concert."
To be fair, I think he even knows he's doing the wrong thing because he said it might be distasteful. Also, why call yourself out to the entire world? No one knows who Brian is, but if you jump on Twitter and say, "Hey, my dad's the billionaire stuck in the submarine running out of oxygen. I just happen to be at this Blink concert," then obviously people are going to have an opinion on it.
Bill, what's the billionaire's name again?
Hamish Harding.
I like to imagine, obviously the story's got sad, parts to it, but imagine being Hamish stuck on this sub currently stuck on there, losing oxygen, just thinking to himself, God, I hope he went to that concert.
Yep.
God, I hope he went there.
Look,
I'm dying right now, but I hope he went to that Blink concert.
I'm in a pretty sticky sitch, but Travis doesn't play back with the boys often, and I really hope he gets to catch the tour. I mean, Brian loves those guys.
Brian was talking about that tour for weeks, and I really hope he went there.
It's insane. It is insane.
It is. So Brian went to the concert. He's tweeted about it. Everyone's obviously got an opinion, including Cardi B.
From the top, make it drop. That's some wet.
Cardi B has seen this story of him going to the Blink 182 concert and absolutely kicked off.
People is like, well, what is he supposed to do? Be sad at the house? Is he supposed to go look for himself? Yes. You're supposed to be at the house sad. You're supposed to be crying for me. You're supposed to be right next to the phone waiting to hear any updates about me. You're supposed to be counseling your mom and shit. Like, you missing. And motherfucker is ready to shake at concert.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong at all.
Now, Brian didn't like that. Brian's tweeted Cardi B back at her and said, what a trash, at Cardi B, what a trashy celeb. Cardi B trying to get clout off me and my family suffering. Shame on you, Cardi B. Get some class.
Oh, Brian, shut up,
But
mate.
then he's obviously gone, righto, done that, tweeted that, tick, tick. I'll just do this quick tweet again. By the way, ladies, I'm single.
Nice.
Then he's done another tweet.
See, now it seems Brian is cashing in on his billionaire father being in a horrible situation.
One of his latest tweets, he then retweeted an OnlyFans model.
No way.
Now, I'm going to quote her tweet here.
Mm-hmm.
She said, with a picture of her basically naked, "Can I sit on you?"
Oh.
He's retweeted that and said, "Yes, please."
Oh, God.
Now, this is all in the same feed of him saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm the stepson. My stepdad Hamish is on the sub." Are you serious?
As if the model's going to see that and be like, ooh. Well, now that Brian's mentioned, I mean, he's having the best week of his life. First the Blink concert, and now this is coming true. His one true wish. Been a sad week for my family and I, Ben and Belle. My grandpa passed away yesterday, and we were very close. And I've spoken about him on the show before. He had a little radio preset to Nova with a little sticker on the button saying Liam, which is, I think, was his favourite. Sorry, guys, but and I'm doing his eulogy. So I was sort of reminiscing yesterday, writing stories down whilst having a drink, and then it just all hit me like a ton of bricks,
Yeah.
And I hit the couch, and I started like bawling my eyes out, and all the memories were flooding back to me, and you know what they say about dogs, man's best friend, and they always know. People say they always know. They know when there's a tsunami or a storm, before it even happens. They've got that sort of sixth sense, that intuition. Well, not my dog. Not yesterday. Oh no, I was in bits crying, and Toby couldn't give a rat's.
Yeah,
like he was sort of looking back at me like, "What are you doing, bro?" Do you know what he was doing when I needed him most? I was sort of like, I was like tapping my chest because I was like crying, like I wanted some affection, like I wanted to cuddle him.
Yeah.
He started licking his ass. He started looking at me and like literally licking his ass. It's like, what are you sociopath? Do you know what's happening right now? I need you.
But, he is also a cavoodle, not like a, they use Labradors for like assistance dogs.
He couldn't process it at all.
No.
It was like crying around Ben.
Yes.
Made me feel more. He's got the emotional, intelligence of an 8-year-old. I was like,
that is true.
Literally, I was like, yeah. I don't know. Ben doesn't.
Though.
Thank you.
I'm sorry about your granddad.
Thank
That's
you.
sad.
Ben doesn't lick his ass when I'm trying to talk about either.
Oh, he has for me.
I would if I could.
Make some noise for Taylor Swift. Slay the taste.
Everyone wants him. So you're going to have to slay if you want to go see Tay.
Yeah, yesterday we were giving away double passes left, right and centre, but now you're going to have to work for them. You're going to have to, as Liam said, slay if you want to see Tay.
So we're looking for singing voices. We're looking for someone to rise to the occasion, capture the moment, capture the dream, and sing their little heart out for their chance to head to those shows in Feb next year at the MCG. Let's meet the contestants.
Hi, I'm Amy Lee. I'm 19 and I'm from Geelong.
You need to calm down.
I absolutely need these Taylor Swift tickets as I'm a child of divorce from Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. So I need to see my mum live in person.
Hey, I'm George. I'm 43. I'm from Richmond. I'm here to win it.
'Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
No other contestant's going to come close to me today. When you hear my singing voice, I'm the only one who's going to be winning these Taylor tickets today.
Hi, I'm Samantha. I'm 28 and I'm from Ferntree Gully. I'm going to be singing Mean by Taylor Swift.
Why you gotta be so mean?
I used to get bullied in high school and this song seemed to resonate with me.
Wow. There you go. Amy Lee, George and Samantha. Only one person is walking away with that double pass.
Well, I kind of hope it's Samantha.
Well, yeah, that was... I mean, Samantha does know the rules of, a singing show where it is good to always mention a sad thing.
You must have a top story.
Who's going to win the tickets? We'll find out after these commercial messages.
Make some noise for Taylor Swift. Slay the taste.
Insane. Tay is playing 2 huge shows, Feb 16 and 17 at the MCG. Everyone wants tickets. Pre-sales not even on yet. So these are so rare. And we have some of the biggest Taylor Swift fans in Melbourne on the line. They're going to step up onto the trapdoor. They're going to sing their little hearts out. If they impress us, they'll get the tickets.
Yeah, this is the first time that we've mentioned the trapdoor.
Yeah, this is true.
Probably explain the trapdoor.
Yep, key part of this is we have installed a trapdoor. So, and I'm in control of the trapdoor.
Yep.
So if I don't like the performance, I can just pull the big lever here. And they will fall to the depths below.
What I would say is, Belle's obviously Marsha. I'm probably the Mark Holden. Ben's very much the dicko. Like, he's the grumpy one. He's the Red Simons. He's the Simon Cowell of the group.
Yep. You're going to have to bring the goods to not get trapdoored.
That being said, we want you to not worry about the trapdoor too much. Just try and sing the best you can. Amy Lee in Geelong. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, good morning. I've just had to run to my car because I'm at work.
Okay. All right, Amy Lee. What are you going to be singing for us this morning?
I'm going to be singing Blank Space.
Okay, so this is how Taylor Swift sings it.
Cherry lips, crystal skies. I could show you incredible.
Could say that's Taylor's version. Now let's hear Amy Lee's version.
All right, Amy. The stage is yours. Just stand a little bit to the left for me, so you're right on that trapdoor. A little bit more.
Of course.
Keep
there
going.
I am. Yep.
Yep, you're
right
on there.
Yep.
Perfect. Yep.
Cool.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right. Cherry lips, crystal skies. I could show you incredible things. Stolen kisses, pretty lies. You're the king, baby. I'm
I didn't think it was that bad.
That was a bit rushed. He was a bit rushed, to be fair. I'm sorry,
That's
Amy
mean.
Lee.
What's at the bottom, you reckon? Mud? It sounds like mud.
sludge.
It sounds like sludge.
Or like a small pond. She must have pin dropped.
like a
She must have pin dropped. Oh, she's obviously done her training.
That's rough. Now she has to clean herself off and go back to work.
No, Amy Lee, thank you.
Thank you,
for
Amy
that.
Lee.
Thank you. George joins us now in Richmond. George, good morning. This is your big moment. What are you going to be singing for us?
Good morning. All too well.
Okay, so this is Taylor's version.
Hey, you call me up again just to
All right.
Okay. George, you're on the stage, mate. Just a little bit to the right. You're a little bit off it. Just keep going.
Okay.
Yep, you're there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Whenever you're ready, George, take it away. This is for Taylor Swift tickets.
And you'd call me up again just to break me like a promise. So...
That wasn't great. That wasn't great, to be fair.
If I know Ben, you can be brutal at times, but if I had my hand on the lever, I probably would have pulled it as well. Thank you, George. Thank you. But it's not about trying; it's about slaying. You got to slay for Tay if you want the tickets. Samantha in Ferntree Gully. Good morning. How you feeling?
Okay.
All right. What are you singing
Two
for us?
people got dunked, so.
Yeah. What are you singing this morning?
Mean.
Okay, this is Taylor Swift's version.
Someday I'll be living in a big old city.
This is back when she was like a bit of a country bumpkin, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right, Samantha, the stage is yours.
Someday I'll be living in a big old city. All you're ever gonna be is mean. Someday I'll be big enough so you can't hit me. All you're ever gonna be is mean.
Samantha.
Wow.
Samantha, thank you so much for coming here and singing for us this morning. Sam,
No problem.
pack your bags because you're going to the MCG!
Hey!
Oh yeah, you've won the Taylor Swift tickets.
Awesome, thank you.
That was an amazing performance.
Touchdown!
Yeah, I really like that. Well done, Amy. Sorry. Well done, Samantha. That was incredible.
Thank you.
No worries.
She's still going.
She's still going. Yeah, she's still going.
It's so unnecessary. At this point in the week, you've probably heard about the submarine story. The 5 people who were trapped in a submersible that went down to explore the Titanic wreckage, 12,500 feet down. A lot of people talking about it because these guys are running out of oxygen and they really have no idea where they are within that 12,500 feet, so they can't be rescued.
They've reported some banging noises in the last 24 hours from the area of where the submersible is set to be. But yeah, tonight around 9 p.m. our time is when the oxygen is set to have run out.
And I think it's one of those ones that plays on everyone's mind. It's like, oh my God, imagine being in that situation. That's like the worst thing you can possibly imagine, right? Well, our next guest has been in a very similar situation. Joining us now, renowned scientist, journalist and author, Dr. Michael Guillen. He was the first journalist ever to visit the wreck of the Titanic, and while he was down there, his submersible did get stuck for a bit. Good morning, Doc. We're grateful for your time today. How does it make you feel reading the news reports about the current missing sub?
Well, honestly, it makes me sick to my stomach because when I first heard about it, I thought, oh no, here we go again. And it's forced me to have to relive that hell. We're literally buried alive, if you think about it, underwater, not in the ground, but underwater in a tiny coffin-like vehicle, if you will. So yeah, I'm just sick to death and just hoping and praying that some miracle will happen, that these people can be rescued from where they are. But we're running out of time, as you say.
Yeah. We'll get you to paint a picture of what it's like inside the submersible in just a second, but how long were you stuck for? Because I know you were stuck.
For the better part of an hour, but you have to understand that, that's like an eternity.
Yeah,
I mean, when you're in that situation, it's like, wow, I'm never going to get out of this. And so you can imagine, as painful as that was for me, can you imagine these poor 5 souls under there who've been underneath and trapped down there for days? It's just terrible. But, honestly, whether it's the better part of an hour or days, it's the same terror. And it's something that I'll never forget, ever. But this has all brought it back.
Absolutely. What was the conversation, if it wasn't even an hour that you were stuck, what was the conversation being had when you were stuck?
Well, Belle, I'll be honest with you. When we first collided with the propeller and became trapped behind its giant blades, there was just a moment of disorientation, like, what just happened? It's like being in a car wreck, where you're driving along, it's a sunny day, everything is hunky-dory, you're feeling good about life, And then all of a sudden, somebody just comes and T-bones you. And then there's that moment of what just happened? And that happened to us. It's like, okay, it was just confusing. And then when we realized very quickly that we were in a life-threatening situation, both my diving buddy and I, it's a 3-man sub, so me and the diving buddy and then the pilot in the middle, we fell silent because we realized that Victor, our pilot, former Russian MiG pilot, was on the edge of his seat now. He was fully alert. Things were going on. He was communicating with the mothership in Russian. We didn't know what he was saying, but there was an urgency. There was clearly an emergency. So we just kept quiet. We didn't want to distract him.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, you mentioned getting caught on propellers. These are literally the propellers of the Titanic, one of the most famous ship of all time. I think, Dr. Michael, because you've been in a similar situation, the question that billions of people have asked themselves this week is, what's it like inside those submersibles? Like, how, you mentioned there was only 3 in yours. How crammed is it? Is there a toilet in there? What is the sort of space like?
No, it's very crammed. It's very claustrophobic. I had to overcome that sense. I also have a deathly fear of water, so I had to overcome that. But there is no toilet. And there's only room, if you can picture this, we were on our stomachs the entire time. There are 2 benches on either side, then the cockpit in the middle. But we're on our stomach and we're looking at everything through like an 8-inch porthole. And we were told not to eat or drink anything 24 hours before our dive, precisely because there is no restroom. So you are very confined. You can barely stand up. When you stand up, your head is practically on the ceiling. So you're in that position on your stomach the entire time. And I know this ship, the Titan that's gone missing, it's got a little more room. But again, I mean, when you compare the space you normally have, like in your studio right now, it's like being confined into a closet, in my case, 2.5 miles below the surface of the ocean. So it's not for the faint of heart. Let's put it that way.
I mean, everyone's worried about the oxygen running out, which is fair. But if you're saying that also you can't have eaten the 24 hours beforehand, it could be almost a week since they've eaten as well, which is huge. Do you think, Dr. Michael, it's worth it? This whole trip, was it worth it for you?
Well, Belle, it's a good question. I did it because I was invited to do it as the first TV correspondent to go down, and so it was an assignment for me. But if I had received that invitation as a civilian, I probably wouldn't have done it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's profound. It's an experience I'll never forget. It's right up there among my experiences. I've been to the North Pole, the South Pole, but I don't think so.
Well, look, Dr. Michael, obviously you're not there searching, so you can't exactly answer this, but I am curious, as someone who's been down there and you've seen it with your own eyes, do you still hold out hope for the 5 people that are down there? Are you still, because you've seen what it's like down there, in your head, is it a lost cause or is there still a glimmer of hope for them?
I'm an eternal optimist, so I won't give up hope until the bitter end. Tomorrow, obviously, will be D-Day. I've already got interviews lined up all day, starting 5 a.m. with Great Britain. I've got a knot in my stomach, and I won't sleep well tonight. I would like to say I won't give up hope, but honestly, Ben, Liam, and Belle, I've been through that, and I know the logistics involved in trying to extricate a vehicle that is stuck, in all probability now, they've sunk to the bottom. It's long odds, but I won't give up. I won't give up hope. There can be a miracle rescue, and I'm hoping and praying that happens.
I mean, I think that's the news that everyone's hoping to hear this morning at some point. For more information about the life and works of Dr. Michael Guillen, you can head to his website. That's michaelguillen.com. Thank you so much for your time this morning, mate. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a great day.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.